In this video, you will get to know the plot of Der Freischütz, hear beautiful passages, and learn interesting background information. When von Weber wrote Der Freischütz, the Napoleonic Wars had just ended a few years ago, and Germany was experiencing an awakening of German national consciousness. Von Weber's popular melodies struck a chord with the times, and the work made a decisive contribution to the glorification of early German Romanticism. Der Freischütz thus became the German national opera par excellence and a model for Richard Wagner. The overture to Der Freischütz has rightly become famous, becoming a showpiece of early German Romanticism. The overture already describes the sequence of events of the drama, and we hear important motifs from the Singspiel that we will encounter repeatedly later. The prelude begins with a threatening motif that foreshadows the coming disaster. The next motif is the hunter's motif, which leads the listener into the carefree world of the hunters, in whose setting the opera takes place. But the major mood of the hunter motif turns menacingly into the minor of the figure of Caspar and describes the danger of the demonic. The subsequent passage shows the love motif. Agathe's love is the antidote to the demonic, and we are back in the major realm. The main characters of the opera: Kuno, a princely hereditary forester, Agathe, his daughter, Caspar, a hunter's boy, and Max, a hunter's boy and Agathe's fiancé. The farmer Kilian has won the shooting contest. Max is ridiculed by the villagers because, as a hunter, he did not win against the farmer.
Meine Macht zu wenig, leicht sie in den Hut, Monsieur. Wird fraglich,
Max is in despair, as his shooting luck has deserted him for several weeks. His marriage to Agathe is imminent. But the marriage is only allowed if he can take over the hereditary forester estate from her father Kuno. And to do so, he has to pass the shooting test. Max sits alone at the table at the party that follows. He fears that dark forces have taken possession of him. Max thinks back to his former happiness, and we hear the beautiful melody of the song Durch die Wälder, durch die Auen. Von Weber was inspired by the beautiful landscape of Saxon Switzerland around Dresden, and you will see a few pictures of this landscape in the next excerpt.
Durch die Wälder, durch die Auen, so gekleideten sind's dahin. Alles, was ich konnte schauen, des sichern Rohrs Gewicht.
Kaspar, a hunter, forces Max to drink with him and mocks him, but Kaspar suggests that he can help him. As proof, he gives Max a rifle and lets him shoot at a distant eagle. Max actually hits the bird, and Kaspar claims that he shot with a free bullet. Max had heard once before that you sell your soul to the devil in exchange for the bullets. Max wants them, and Kaspar tells him that the free bullets can be obtained that night in the wolf's glen. Max promises to come, and Kaspar triumphs because he has found a victim.
Nichts kann vom tiefen Fall dich retten. Nichts kann vom tiefen Fall dich retten.
In the house of Forester Kuno and his daughter Agathe, the young women work at the spinning wheel and sing a cheerful song. Agathe is restless. She's waiting for Max. He has not yet returned from the shooting contest. It's already deep night and Agathe cannot sleep. She prays in the moonlit night that Max will return soon. She sings a song that is one of the most beautiful that German Romanticism has produced. It is a heartfelt prayer on a moonlit night. A slow introduction puts us in the mood of the full moon night. Agathe longs for Max and sings the beautiful cantilena Leise, leise in a warm voice inspired by love. Max finally comes home, holding the dead eagle in his hand. He claims that he has to go out again to fetch a stag that he has shot in the wolf's glen. Agathe tries to hold him back, but Max leaves the house. In the wolf's glen, Kaspar is about to lay a circle with stones. Then he calls the devil. He wants to give Samuel Max as a booty to prolong his own life. He then begins to cast the bullets for Max, the seventh of which belongs to the evil one. Max appears and helps him to cast the bullets in a demonic ceremony. With each bullet, the storm increases until the devil appears at the seventh bullet and the haunting suddenly comes to an end. The end of the second act occupies a special position. The so-called Glen scene lasts 20 minutes and has no dialogue. It was radically innovative at the time, and even today we are amazed at how Weber has composed almost cinematic special effects like church bells, wind, thunderclaps, ghosts, etc. into this scene. It is the morning of wedding day and Agathe is dressed as a bride. She has had a nightmare and is expressing her trust in God. The music in this piece exudes the celebratory mood of the dawning wedding day. Agathe sings about her trust in God that will protect her. The bridesmaids arrive with the bridal wreath. The young women sing a round dance that finds its way in the folk song.
Wir führen nicht zu Spiel und Tanz, zum Glück und Liebesfreude. Schöner, grüner, Jungfernkranz, veilchenblaue Seide.
To everyone's horror, the basket contains not a wreath, but a skull. Prince Ottokar sits in an inn with his subordinate Forester Kuno and the hunters. They are awaiting Max's arrival to inspect the test shot. For this scene, von Weber wrote the famous chorus of hunters with their blaring horns, which became the epitome of German Romanticism. In the presence of the prince, it is time for the test shot. Max has loaded the magic bullets and is to shoot at the white pigeon. As he takes the shot, Agathe appears calling out. Max shoots and misses the pigeon. Kaspar and Agathe fall to the ground. Everyone thinks Max has shot his bride, but Kaspar has been fatally shot. Dying, he curses the heavens and Samuel. The prince has Kaspar's body thrown into Wolf's Glen. Max confesses his sin. A hermit appears and begs forgiveness for Max, and Max is granted a trial year, after which he is allowed to marry Agathe. The play ends with a final chorus.